What's up, Fox fam, and welcome to a new episode of Brazen Behavior. In today's episode, we are talking about
what about my other kids?
How entitlement will keep you losing. But we are talking about the baby mama, baby daddy. Baby daddy drops by and trying to bring his kids to McDonald's. Baby mama rejects it.
Damn!
And it's a whole problem. Everybody's talking about and giving this guy so much flack about how he didn't bring her kids some McDonald's, how he could have, what he should have done. Nobody knows this man's situation. Nobody is giving her flack for being a deadbeat because at the end of the day,
you stupid.
Her kids that she should be able to get up and go get McDonald's for,
and
make burgers for, or whatever. And I got so much to say about this video. I got so much to say about so many different parts of it. So we're gonna review this video together and we're gonna talk about it as it goes by.
Warning, entitled behavior.
Look y'all. Every day my baby daddy comes here with one meal for my child. But I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing to McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids McDonald's though?
So first of all, she's talking about how her baby's father comes by every day. He comes by to bring our kid together food. But what about my other 3 kids? What about your other 3 kids? Okay? What about your other 3 kids? What are you doing about your other 3 kids?
I'll take deadbeat mom for 100, Alex.
When men don't do nothing for their kids, nothing. The deadbeat fathers that don't call, don't know if their kid ate for the day, don't know if they dead from COVID or whatever. Them fathers, they deserve to get all the flack in the world because they ain't doing nothing. They in their child's life. Like I said, they don't know if their child ate that day or what. But here's a man who, in her own words, is coming by every single day, bringing his kid a meal. So we don't know if he's paying child support or whatever. Where is your other kids' baby fathers at? Where they at? Why they not stopping by bringing McDonald's? Why they not making sure their kids eat every day?
There you go, and I bet you he only got 1 thing in there. I bet you he don't even... I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody.
What she think this is? Meals on Wheels?
What's up? Because I'm finna expose you.
Expose
because
me.
That don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just 1 burger? 1 burger, 1 fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kids?
What about your other kids?
Okay, but them your kids' siblings though.
Them your kids' siblings though. Like, what word? What term is that?
Them your kids. Them your kids. Siblings though.
What they got to do with anything? I've read so many social media posts because, like I said, everybody's talking about this, about how, some women was like, oh, they've brought, like when they was married at one point in time, they have brought their ex-husband's kids stuff and they didn't even have a kid together. Okay, that's great. And that's your choice.
Congratulations.
But he has decided not to bring the other kids food. We don't know what this man's financial situation is. We don't know if he is even capable of feeding her other kids. We don't know if he's doing this to be petty. Like I said, but whatever the reason is, at the end of the day, he is not obligated to do anything for her other kids because those are not his kids.
What are you talking about? What are you mad
Them
about?
my kids, them your kids' siblings though.
So what you
My other kids finna be left out.
Damn show is.
You know I don't give my food stamps to the 7.
Lisa, how is that my problem?
But if you're trying to help out though, you're not helping
I'm
out.
not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
But how are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings?
You had
Them are his siblings.
And there you go. He said, how's that my problem? All right. How is it his problem for her poor planning and for her lack of judgment for these other dudes? Because if all them dudes is coming over to bring them babies food, she would have no problem. But why are you not planning like you should be. You know your food stamps come in on whatever day. You know you have run out of food. Why you don't plan it out like you should? Because at the end of the day, the other kids are dependent upon you because you are their parent. He is not the parent. Her whole mindset and her going off is all built around obligation. It's all built around expectation. When it's her kid and some other dude's kid, why are they not coming together to formulate a plan to feed these kids versus putting a responsibility on him? And like I said, everybody's talking about how he ain't no good, he being petty, he this, that, and the other, having that entitled behavior, that entitled mindset will have you losing all the time. Because at the end of the day, she could have gotten with him. She said he come by there every day, right? Why she ain't got with him, why she ain't sidebar with him was like, hey, look, you know, my food stamps don't come to the 7th or 11th or whatever she said. Meanwhile, she got fresh nails, lashes, wig, makeup beat, and all that.
Somebody selling food stamps.
For us to go in together to get the kids a pizza. Or why she called her other baby daddies and was like, look, so-and-so is able to come by here and bring McDonald's for his child. Why y'all not come by here to bring, you know, McDonald's for y'all's child? And if they ain't doing it, why is she not able to do it? Why is nobody, that's my main question. Why is nobody giving her flack for being a deadbeat parent? But since she is their parent, but want to give my man flack over here when he ain't even a parent. All because he's trying to bring his kid some food. How is he a deadbeat when he's trying to do something good for his child?
Oh, he's not finna eat in front of all his other siblings and they're not eating no McDonald's. Why do I gotta put...
Bring him out to the car. I'll let him
No. He's not finna eat that shit at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
Lisa, so you telling me that I bring my son food, I gotta bring your kids food too now?
Yes.
You sound f***ing dumb.
How is that shit dumb? You sound dumb. You sound dumb.
Where are they daddies at? Nobody told.
Okay, so then he offered a solution. He was like, bring him out to the car. He can eat in my car. She was like, no. Okay, so if it's just about him eating the McDonald's in front of his sibling's face, then problem solved. They said, bring him outside. I got time. Bring him outside. He can eat in my car. She was like, no, he's not about to eat no McDonald's. Why not? Because at the end of the day, it's about, and I bet, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, you know, even though she telling herself saying her food stamps don't come in to the 7th or 11th or whatever, I bet she got money. I bet she got capability.
My money don't jiggle.
McDonald's about her kids some food. But people always want to spend your dollar and not theirs. So at the end of the day, she's like, you know what? If I can save my $20 and now go get them some McDonald's, you know, you go do it. I keep my money. Because if you got your nails done, your this, that, and the other, if you selling your food stamps, which is why you ran out, or you want to spend his money and not yours. So daddy said, bring him outside. Problem solved. Let him eat in my car. And what does she say? Oh, he ain't no McDonald's.
Talk to them other. You had them other kids. Them your responsibility. They're not my responsibility.
Okay, but if you're gonna bring one, you need to bring it for all.
She better call Tyrone.
Look, I'm letting one child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's.
So
you know I get food stamps on the 11th.
That ain't 3 kids that ain't mine. 3 kids that ain't mine. What
Yeah,
do I look like?
they're his siblings. You knew what you was getting into when you had a baby with me.
No, the f*** I did.
Yes, you did.
You expect me to take care of all the kids? They're not my kids.
Okay, but you still had a baby with me who have kids with other people. I still have other kids.
Why are you recording me?
Okay, so how about you explain to your kids why you so slack to where they can't have McDonald's? Because it has absolutely nothing to do with him. Nothing to do with him. It has everything to do with your slackness and your inability to pick out good men or, you know, to be able to not have kids from just random dudes.
Ray and Pookie.
That's why I said in a post earlier today, I was like, you should strive to have all your kids from the same man, because that is going to allow equal treatment, or at least be married. You married, you're divorced, whatever. You meet somebody and they know you got like 2 kids and y'all go off to have more kids. To me, that's different. You get married or whatever. But for a period of time, it sounds like he was just, you know, they were together, they had a baby, you know, he was doing stuff for other kids and they broke up. Like, where is the expectation in that to where he's supposed to continue doing for her kids, her other kids, even though they broke up? To me, it's different when y'all married. He was their dad, their stepfather. He played that role, you know, and now y'all divorced, y'all separated. To me, that's different than he being one of your baby's father, and then y'all was together, and then y'all decided to break up or whatever. Like, to me, I feel like that operation is different. It's just different. It don't mean the same. It don't carry the same weight. Him being a father or a stepfather versus a baby father is different.
Because I'm exposing. Everybody think you such a motherfucking good daddy. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're full of shit in this bullshit. You only come here with one piece of food for one child.
The child that's mine, silly.
No, that's dumb that you can't feed the other kids. Don't feed nobody at all. Then he can't take that shit. He can't eat it.
Maybe if you had one or two, I can, like, you know, maybe.
And I bet you, little baby up in the house called his daddy saying, hey, I'm hungry. I ain't ate today. And his daddy's like, look, okay, I'm gonna bring you some food. How is she saying she's exposing him? Because people think he's such a good daddy. This dude might be using his own lunch money that he's supposed to use to eat with when he at work or whatever, or his gas money or whatever. Gas is high, y'all. Like, gas is putting a big dent in everybody's budget. So how you know that he's not taking that money and bring his kid food because little baby in the house calling talking about he hungry, he ain't ate today. So even though he might want to do for her other kids, he might be can't do it. Money-wise, he might be just can't, he ain't got it like that. So, okay, so when y'all pass them homeless people out on the street, and they be like, anything helps, $1, blah, blah, blah. Are y'all rolling y'all windows down and giving them $1?
Take him in the room and let him.
I'm not taking my kid in the room.
Send him down to the car. He ain't even got to eat in front of his brothers and sisters. He can come right out to the car and eat with me.
No. You know what? Fine. Give it here.
Thank you.
Give it here. Give it here.
Kids,
give it here. Done. He ain't eating this.
Oh, hell no.
I'll tell you what. I don't condone, you know, abuse. You know, I ain't gonna say violence because I will slap you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, he should have punched her dad in her face. But if I was his sister and he called me and told me that he brought his kid McDonald's and she chucked it like that,
1-800 slap her.
Slap the shit out of her, because ain't no way. I done took my money and went and brought food, and you pissed because I didn't bring enough for all y'all. So you gonna just throw my food, my kids' food in the street like that. When I saw that, I really thought he was gonna like slap her, push her, you know, hit his car window or something. Like, I couldn't have just sat there and watched her do that after having that argument and conversation with her and being pissed like that, and not at least, you know, just hit my car or something, or being like just super pissed. I think he handled that so well. She gonna throw it out in the street. Nah, she ain't giving. He can't have it. He ain't eating that. Are you serious? It's just the fact that you come over here to bring your kids some food. You make it convenient for me because I'm entitled, and for some reason you owe me, and
because I'm a queen.
Do this because I think you should do this. So therefore, you bring my other kids McDonald's too because that's what I said you should do. Ladies, make sure that y'all just out here having babies with just random dudes, because as you can see, different dudes do different things. You know, you got the other kids, fathers not showing up, not doing nothing to her, you know, to her word, what she's saying. And you got this dude that's showing up every single day, making sure his kids eat. You can't just lay on your back and make babies with everybody and then have this entitled attitude thinking that they should do. Because her other kids, baby fathers should do stuff, should do that. They should make sure their kids eat. They should bring their kids McDonald's or whatever, but they're not. So you're going to put it all on the back of this dude right here. What your mom always say, you can catch more flies with honey than vinegar. She said he's stopping by there every day, right? What she could have did was call him and was like, yo, I don't get my food stamps to the 7th or 11th or whatever she's saying. Is it possible for when you come here today to bring a pizza for all the kids to eat? because I don't have anything for them to eat. And him seemed like a dude that's, open-minded or, want to help out or whatever, because he was like, if I could see if you had 1 or 2 other kids, I could do something. I'm thinking that he probably would have worked with her to do something for the other kids. She should have went to him like an adult and had a conversation with him. Bump the entitled attitude like he should be doing something. Go to him and be like, hey, this is what's going on. Can you help me out? And to me, this leads into what a lot of females say. I'm spoiled. I talk back. I do this. I do that. Well, you can't have it both ways. You can't be spoiled, talk back, be alpha female, do this and do that. But at the same time, you need help. So either you're going to humble yourself and have that adult conversation like you should, help yourself out, help, y'all's kid out, because you're communicating with the other parent, which is what you should be doing when you're co-parenting. And you helping out the other kids by humbling yourself and stop having, that bad attitude. But she decided to go the other way completely. Throw the McDonald's down the street, throw a temper tantrum. She decided to talk back and have a bad attitude. And you see what it got her? Nowhere. Not everybody hungry. That's it, guys, for this new episode of Brazen Behavior. Don't forget to click the subscribe button below, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.
Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time right here at House of Fox.